Hey guys, and welcome back to Scarlet Sprites. Today I'm just taking a quick look at the HD Retrovision cables for the Sega Genesis, something that I didn't have when I reviewed the RetroTink 2X a few months ago. And if you recall, I had some difficulty getting the signal from the RetroTink 2X to sync up with my Elgato HD capture card. So I thought this would be a good time to revisit some of that and see if anything has changed. So first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual cables themselves. These things are a lot thicker than I thought they would be. Very high quality cables. There's a switch actually on the side here that allows you to adjust the brightness output, I suppose depending on whether or not you're using these with a CRT or LCD. On the reverse side, there's also an audio out jack as well. As a bonus, I did pick up the PlayStation adapter as well. So these cables can now serve two consoles. I can run them with both the Sega Genesis as well as the PlayStation. I actually modded my Sega Genesis for S-Video Out several years back, and so I'm really curious to see what these component cables can actually do quality-wise, because I think the picture's pretty good already. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug the component cable directly into the input on the Elgato HD. And this is looking an awful lot like it did back when I tested the RetroTink. So keep in mind, the RetroTink is not involved in the chain at any point in this case. It is just the component cable going into the Elgato, and it is unable to sync anything up, which honestly I'm not totally surprised by. I went ahead and checked my firmware. That's all up to date. There was an update for the actual Elgato HD capture software. I went ahead and updated the software, and I ended up with the exact same result. It is unable to sync up. All right, let's go ahead and try it with the RetroTink. I'm going to plug the component cable into that. The HDMI out from the RetroTink will go into the Elgato HD, and we'll give that a shot. Fire everything up. Everything looks great on the television, but again, same result on the Elgato HD capture software. Unable to sync up the signal. Now I tried a number of different things to get this to work. I power cycled devices. I would turn the Genesis on, then the RetroTink, then fire up the capture software. I'd try that in all different sorts of orders. The RetroTink first, then the Genesis, then the capture software. Nothing really seemed to work. If you guys have come up with anything, I'd definitely like to see that down in the comments, because this is a no-go for me. All right, so we've got nothing happening here where we're able to get a signal into the Elgato for capturing purposes. So what I'm going to do is take these cables out to my garage and plug them into my Sony Vega CRT just to see how gorgeous this actually does look. Now, unfortunately, because I can't capture a signal, I'm just basically here recording the screen directly on my television, which does not do these things justice. The picture is gorgeous. It is sharp. The colors are vibrant. Overall, this is the best my Genesis has ever looked. So if there's one positive out of all of this, it's that the HD Retrovision cables are awesome when used for their primary intended purpose, which is to get a quality signal from your Sega Genesis to a display device. They're not going to work any sort of sorcery or magic as far as getting the Elgato HD to somehow pick up a signal, which I don't think I ever really believed was going to happen anyway, but so many people had commented and asked about that when I did the RetroTink review that I thought it was worth showing and trying that out for this video. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy holidays to all you guys out there.